Hello, and welcome to Denver! Okay, so there have been a lot of reasons why I haven't posted a video, and a lot of things have happened since my last video. I sort of felt like my last video was worth 2 videos because it had that much information in it, so I slacked off for a couple of weeks, and then I was like, I should probably make a video, and then, I moved to Denver, Colorado, for college, so, awkward. Yeah. One of the things that happened is I got a new haircut. I have bangs now. What? I think they look cute sometimes. Another is that I got sick. I'm currently living in my sister Brianna's apartment. I would give you a tour, but you're on my computer. That would be a little awkward. I cleaned it all yesterday, so it's nice and clean, so I could give you a tour, but I'm not going to. Yeah, so I moved to Denver. I got here early to find a job. Guess what? I got a job. I currently work at P.F. Chang's as a busser, which is, interesting. It's interesting. That's all I'm going to say about it, because actually there's a confidentiality thing that I can't talk about P.F. Chang's. Not that I would. But, yeah, so can't actually talk about it in a vlog or a blog or anything like that. I would say that the biggest thing is that I got in a car accident. Yeah, it was my first car accident ever. I was driving, which is unfortunate. Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to pick my older sister up because I was in her car, totaled my sister's car, wonderful times. But I was in her car and I was trying to figure out how to get to her, and I was just like, what am I gonna do? What exit am I supposed to get off at? My GPS is going all wonky, and I didn't even get, I would say, a half a mile away from her apartment before I totaled her car into somebody else's car. I rear-ended somebody, and I'm not really sure what happened. I mean, I'm not sure if they were stalled out in the middle of the road because later on their engine wasn't working, and they were like, it's because of the car crash, but that doesn't seem like if I hit your back, and like the only damage was to the back door of the car. How is that gonna affect your engine? Like, I see how it might. But, yeah. Anyway, the people were interesting. The guy was always like, I have to get to work, I have to get to work, I have to get to work. And they were like, don't involve the police, we don't need to involve the police, it's okay. And I was like panicking, because it was like, oh my gosh, I got in a car accident, am I gonna die? No, I'm not dead. I couldn't see anything because I was wearing my glasses, and they flew off my face. And it was very scary, to say the least. It was very scary. And now my sister, she has to get a new car, and I feel really bad about it. I feel awful. And, yeah, my sister got me sick earlier in the week, so Brianna got sick, and then I got sick, and now apparently my little sister's sick, which is a little odd. She's not with us here, but she will be because my family comes in today with all of my stuff. I'm so excited. Like, there is nothing that can tell you how great it is when you're away from your stuff for a very long time, and you're just like, oh, I want my stuff back. Another thing that I really miss from my life in Ohio is my dogs. I love my dogs. I'm not sure if you met them, but I've got 2 dogs, Leo and Nico. I don't know if I put them in a video or not. I probably didn't. But I've got 2 dogs. They're rough-haired collies. Leo looks just like Lassie. He's adorable and huge. Like, he looks just like Lassie. Height and weight and fluffiness on all. He's got a bit of a shorter snout. And then my other rough-haired collie, Nico, is very energetic, and he looks like a border collie. My mom's like, they sold us a border collie. Like, I don't really mind, but they can't call him a rough-haired collie when he's a border collie. There's a difference, trust me. Anyway, we could probably show Leo if we wanted to, except for, his short snout. But, whatever. We don't want to do that because Leo's kind of laid back, like he doesn't really want to do anything. But I love him. He's my dog. And then Nico's my little sister's dog. Anyway, I really miss them because I do things when I'm alone that I justified by being like, I do that for the dogs. Like talking to myself. I pretended that I talked to my dogs, and maybe it's a little weird to admit that you talk to yourself, but I totally do it. Like, no judgment here. I don't judge you. You don't judge me. It's the way the whole world should work. I don't judge people. I'm really weird. Yeah, so I like read. I'm reading books right now because I really have nothing else to do with my life. And I'm reading, and I'll be like, oh my gosh, this part is so funny, and I'll say it out loud and be like, isn't that funny? And then I'll be like, there are no dogs. I'm weird. Going back to my book now. So yeah, I kind of miss my life in Ohio. But I move into my college dorm tomorrow. I'm very excited. My next vlog will be from college! And not my sister's apartment. Even though it's very beautiful. And small. It's very cool. Yeah, so I think that's about it. Have some Coca-Cola. It's delicious. So this is goodbye from the Mile High City.